the Mouse Moms podcast, a Disney planning podcast where we enjoy quick conversations and cocktails with a Disney twist. We're your hosts, Jennifer.
Hello.
Lori.
Hi.
And Juliana. Hello. In honor of Earth Day and the 24th anniversary of Disney's Animal Kingdom theme park later this month, we are spending the month of April diving deep into all of the things you need to know to plan the ultimate visit to Disney's Animal Kingdom. This week is one of our favorite topics, the food. Disney's Animal Kingdom theme park is so underrated for their culinary offerings, and we are going to show you what you've been missing. But first, you must have the Mouska cocktail.
Yes. Okay. So for this episode, where we are talking about all about the food at Disney's Animal Kingdom, it's no surprise that our cocktail is going to come from our favorite lounge at Animal Kingdom, which is the Nomad Lounge. So this is an indoor-outdoor space located at Tiffin's restaurant right near Pandora before you head over the bridge there. Honestly, I did not know it existed for quite some time. It's kind of hidden. There's not really a huge sign either. But it's on the it really is. It's on the right-hand side before you get over the bridge Pandora. It is to the left of Tiffin's, and it actually sits on the little river there, which is beautiful. It is a very relaxing atmosphere, small plates, cocktails. You cannot make reservations beforehand. You have to walk up and give them your cell phone number, and they'll give you an estimated time. So,
which I think is the most fabulous thing in the world, honestly.
It really, I kind of like it. It's a nice break from all the other ones where you're like, you must get it at 60 days. And if you don't, forget it.
I love it.
So I do enjoy that. Last time we tried, it was an hour and a half wait time, and a cranky 3-year-old didn't work out. We waited too long to go.
But I love that, like last time I went, we showed up, I think, at noon, and they were like, an hour and a half, we'll text you. So we rode Everest, and, you know, I have older kids, of course, but
exactly.
But I love that because they'll text you, you can do other things. But they do tell you once you get your text, you only have 10 minutes to get back. But then in 10 minutes, they text you again and tell you.
I was going to say, just make sure you point out a runner, and that is your runner.
Yeah.
And they run ahead, and it's fine.
Yeah. Totally fine.
So they do have awesome cocktails. They do have really good snacks there as well. But the one we're going to concentrate on this week is Jen's tattoo. I feel like Jen should have done this one then.
Oh, that was an opportunity missed.
I was bad. All right. I blame Jen.
I don't have a tattoo though, so.
Well, you'll have this one.
There we go. All right. So this one is Kettle 1 vodka, watermelon, hibiscus, and lime juice. You had this when we were there, I believe. Yeah, you ended up ordering it because it was Jen's tattoo.
It's good, and it's not too sweet. So because that's always our fear when we're getting mine and Jen's anyway, when we're getting a cocktail. But this one is really good. But what makes this one extra special is how pretty it is, just like our Jennifer.
Oh, well, thank you.
Suck up.
It's very Instagram. Suck up.
It is. It's really very pretty. They put a hibiscus on top, summery and sweet, and it works. I took over the cocktail. I'm sorry, I can't help myself.
That's fine. Continue on.
We're like, let's not have Juliana do the cocktail. She always does the cocktail. Okay, Lori, you do it. Here's Juliana.
Back with the cocktail.
Sorry, I just get so excited. All right. Yes. Well, so anyway, though it is as beautiful as our Jen, rumor has it that it's not named after Jennifer Price of Kingdom and Cruise Travel, but after an Imagineer who gets a new tattoo to commemorate each place visited in the design process for Animal Kingdom. I don't understand what that means.
Every time that they visit a place to design a ride or an attraction or a place in Animal Kingdom, she would get a tattue to commemorate it.
So like if they went to Nepal to scout something out, she would get a tattoo of Nepal.
So then when
if you were reading your section,
that's super cool.
Then we would understand.
If you had just left it to Lori, there would be no confusion. Lori, I'm sorry. I'm really sorry.
I still would have asked the question.
She stole your thunder. You wouldn't have asked it. You wouldn't have asked the question because Lori would have explained it.
I would have explained it. And if I didn't know it, I would have made it up and it would have sounded really good.
You're right. Lori, You win.
Sorry.
It's
It's
all
fine.
you.
Day.
I mean, you stole the rain cloud, the rain, the thunder, the lightning, everything. It's fine.
You stole it all.
I did.
You stole it all.
Go get yourself a Jen's tattoo and just stop.
Take the edge off. Drown my regrets.
Oh
All
my
right.
God.
Now that cluster of a Mauska cocktail that we went through.
Oh my God.
Anyway, it's very tasty and refreshing. I really like it. That's why we got started on this tangent.
Right.
Enjoy Jen's tattoo.
Right.
Oh my goodness. So now that we have our cocktail, we need to go into the meat of this podcast, which is what we actually should be eating with this cocktail. So the first stop, because we're already here, we're going to kind of stay in the Nomad Lounge and talk about we're going to stick to the Nomad Lounge and we're going to talk about the cool vibe and the delicious beverages. So we already talked to you about a beverage with our Mauska cocktail. Lori mentioned that they also offer small plates, which makes this the ideal place to sit and hang out and have a bite and a drink. We're going to talk about two of the things that you can get here. So number one, the Tiffin's bread service. It's very, very similar to the infamous bread service that you get at Sanaa. They serve it with red pepper hummus, spicy coriander yogurt, ginger pear chutney. It's $12. And totally delicious. So a lot of people don't like to leave the theme park. We advise it all the time, go head over to the Animal Kingdom Lodge, check out their restaurants. But if you'd rather stay put, this is a great option. Sit in Nomad Lounge, get your Jen's tattoo, order your Tiffin's bread service. And then for something sweet, their churros there are fantastic.
They're yummy.
I'm hard on the churros at Disney World.
You are.
I like these better than the bread service. I think the churros here were yum. They were so good. I think it was the dip. I don't know what it was. Because didn't the dipping sauce, it was a chili strawberry sauce. So it had like a little heat that hits you in the back at the end. It was fantastic.
My only problem with the bread service was that, yes, it reminds me so much of Sanaa's that I was like, it was so small. You only had 3 and I was like, I want more. And now I want real bread service.
Sanaa's bread service definitely blows this one out of the water. But this is definitely, when we say small plates, we mean small plates. So the drawback here is, I always say kids are welcome everywhere at Disney. It's Disney. Like, unless they specifically say no children, like at Victoria and Albert's, they're welcome. But this is not where you're going to sit down and have lunch with your kids. This is where you're going to unwind, in the heat of the day, 2:00.
No, but
sit.
Interesting enough about Nomad Lounge, though, they do small plates for the adults, but they actually have entrees for kids.
That's right. We've mentioned that in a podcast before. You're so right. That's right. And it's so perfect because you can feed your kids.
You can feed your kids. That's we've done. So it's a weird combo over there. So they have the kids, they have beef tacos, they have grilled chicken for the kids. And then for whatever reason, they have the 50th celebration chili hot dog that's over there, which is just strange.
Strange Africa.
Yeah, it's a little strange. They did add a couple of things, actually, since we've been there. They now have a tuna bowl that looks good and a chicken nomad bowl. So they've added a few different things. But yeah, it's just a weird combo because they do have kids' meals at this place, but not adult meals.
I love this because it adds to what I love about Animal Kingdom right now, that it's not my rush plan it all out park, that there's really a couple of, attractions I'm going to have to wait in line for. And then everything else is just easy. And I love this because it's easy. And again, with a little bit older kids to be able to be we don't know what we're going to do for lunch. And if we need to wait an hour and a half, that's fine. And the fact that I can have the environment that I want and the drinks and
it's
food.
good for kids too, the environment, because they have those super comfy couches, and then like Lori was saying, it's right on the river, so that
it's
is
so
it called
tranquil.
A cavalcade when it's on the water. What do they call it?
Yeah, I think it is.
Yeah,
and it goes right past it, so you can see your characters. You can get entertainment. It's perfect.
I don't mean to say it's not okay for kids, because especially now with the food part being corrected, but I especially love it for adults.
And I don't And I don't mind that the bread service is a small plate because it just means you can try more things on the menu.
That's true.
It is. It just makes me want more for the actual stuff.
I know. I guess so. But definitely go there. And as you'll see, as we keep going through this podcast, there are so many small bites throughout this park that you can go and you can sit there and you can have your small bites and not be finished eating. You can move on to the next place.
Yes.
Yeah.
Which is the grilled street corn from the Harambe Fruit Market, which is right outside of the entrance to Kilimanjaro Safari. It is the most amazing thing I've ever tasted in my life. They used to do street corn in the Magic Kingdom. They don't do that anymore. This corn is so bad for you, by the way. You think corn and you're like, oh, vegetable, delicious. No. They grill it out there in front of you so they get a nice char on it. And then they take the thing and they dip it in a vat of butter. And then they sprinkle this African chili curry seasoning on it. It's so good.
I've actually never tried it. We always say we're going to try it and then we don't. And last time we didn't because they had that type of corn at Flower and Garden and the kiosk. So we did that one because that was garlic. But I really want to try this one.
It's so good. And it's such a good snack that you can grab it and walk around with it.
Yeah.
It's so good.
It beats a turkey leg.
It definitely beats a turkey leg. It's so delicious. It doesn't get, my thing is I hate when the corn on the cob gets mushy. Like I like a crunch to it still. And this, because they don't boil it or steam it, they grill it, right? And they get the char. It's perfect. It's so good. Try it, please. Thank you. That is all.
That is all.
That is all. So, but again, like it's small enough that, you can go to your Nomad Lounge and sit for a while and hang out. And then while you're waiting in line for your safari, grab your corn, get online. It's perfect.
It is perfect.
All right. The next one is, this is one that I had such a long time ago and I haven't been able to get a reservation to get back into it.
This one's a hard one to get a reservation for, but it's so worth it. It's a popular one, though. It definitely books up. It's Yak and Yeti, which is in Asia, in the animal kingdom. Their appetizer item is delicious. It's ahi tuna nachos.
Yeah.
So it's sushi grade ahi tuna, Asian slaw, crispy fried wontons, wasabi aioli, and a sweet soy glaze. I could go there and just eat that and not get an entree.
It's been such a long time since I've had it. And I really, really want it. For whatever reason, Yak and Yeti has been really hard to get dining reservation wise. And I don't quite understand. I don't know if it's just they're keeping it more open, staffing, whatever it's because it used to not be this difficult.
I think it's always been kind of difficult. And you have to remember also there aren't very many restaurants, like sit-down restaurants in Animal Kingdom. And Tusker House books up really quickly because it's a character dining. And then really the only other one is Yak and Yeti or Rainforest Cafe, which, I mean.
I'm not a fan of Rainforest Cafe, like at all. Like not even if I was at the mall would I. No. Like I just don't care for it. But, I never actually have tried to get a reservation at Yak and Yeti because there's Yak and Yeti Local Foods Cafe, which is the quick service sort of version of it. So
they do not serve the same things.
No, they don't. So I do not know this. The Yak and Yeti Local Foods Cafe is more like street food, like Chinese, Asian, Indian, honey chicken, tikka masala. They do serve a cheeseburger, tempura shrimp, teriyaki chicken salad, like sort of like your standard.
Yeah.
And I always go for that. Like I've never tried to get a table service reservation because the things that we were talking about up until now, one was a walk up, right? Walk up, but table service, no reservation required. One was just a kiosk, right? In Harambe Market.
Mm-hmm.
And now we're at one that is actual, you need a reservation at least 60 days in advance if you can get it.
And I have to say, don't be afraid of getting a dining reservation just to go there and have an appetizer and a cocktail.
Absolutely.
Yeah, no.
Because I honestly, I've eaten at Yak and Yeti a couple of times. I don't remember anything else except these nachos.
There you go.
From what I ate. These were really memorable. And yeah, for Lori too. I think these were really memorable, but I don't remember anything else I ate. But they're worth the reservation.
Okay.
We did some other meal. It was good, but we were both like, no, these nachos.
Yeah, they were delicious.
Then that's honestly, make the reservation, go in, just order the nachos. I might just do that. I might.
And a cocktail.
And a cocktail.
Well, that was a given.
Duh.
Come on.
And now, a word from our sponsors.
Mousekemoms are avid travel enthusiasts, and our podcast is sponsored by Kingdom and Cruise Travel. If you're interested in booking a vacation to Disney or any other worldwide destination, be sure to check out our website, kingdomandcruise.com, and our Facebook page at Kingdom and Cruise Travel.
So this next one, I know that we've spoken about before, but it's definitely worth a mention again. There are a couple of different locations in the animal kingdom where you can get this delicious pulled pork mac and cheese. So the two main differences, you can get it at 8 Spoon Cafe, which is just a kiosk that you can go to. It's $6.79, or you can go to their quick service location called Flame Tree Barbecue. And that one is $12.49. The big difference is that the one from 8 Spoon is literally like a tiny snack size. And the one from Flame Tree is more of a meal size. And it's also topped with onion rings. So even though it's more of a meal size, share it with somebody so you can get the onion rings with it. But
well, yeah, that's just it for me. Like, I think this one we've brought up so many times, but there's two reasons that it's great. It's a pleaser for my children, which is always nice. But also, I love any snack that can double up as a meal. So the fact that you can just grab this on the go for $6.79 is great. And then again, the regular size one is big enough to share, or if you're my kids, to eat 2 of by yourself. But,
hey, there is no shame in that,
right? So they love it. They love it, and so definitely worth another mention.
All right. So before we keep going on with our amazing food recommendations, we want to take a minute to give you guys a travel recommendation of ours, kind of a mid-show mask tip, if you will. So when Disney removed their complimentary ground transportation service that we all knew and loved, knew as the Disney's Magical Express, a lot of travel agencies scrambled to find alternative, reliable solutions for their clients. We didn't have that problem. We knew immediately who we wanted to recommend to all of our clients and to use ourselves for our trips: Fse Luxury Transportation. They are a family-owned business with over 7 years of experience in the transportation industry. They provide exceptional, trustworthy service to the entire Central Florida region, with transportation services to Orlando, Kissimmee, Sanford, Port Canaveral. Our clients tell us, and we know from our personal experience, that their professional chauffeurs are punctual, they're polite, they'll strive to give you the best, safest, most luxurious experience possible.
I also love working with Anna and Fernando, the owners. They're super understanding and helpful, and will do so much for you. Even if, and if those aren't reasons enough to book with them, they're the area's one-stop shop for stroller rental and grocery delivery as well. So they will pick you up, have a stroller in the back of the car for you. You can just add one of these services to your reservations for a completely seamless experience that makes your entire trip so easy, convenient, and stress-free.
Contact your vacation planner for more information about adding Fse Luxury Transportation services to your next trip, or you can visit them directly at their website, fseluxurytransportation.com. Now back to the food.
Back to the food. So Disney's Animal Kingdom is the only other Walt Disney World theme park, besides for the Magic Kingdom, where you can get a Dole Whip. And it's the only one where you can get rum, because we know that Magic Kingdom is a dry park. So we need to mention that you want to go visit in Africa, Tamu Tamu, and you can grab your Dole Whip with rum over there. But for a change of pace, you can also try their specialty beverage called the Simba Sunset. I've never had one of these.
I haven't had one. I've seen it.
It's beautiful.
It's beautiful. It is so colorful. So the Simba Sunset Dole Whip has pineapple with watermelon, strawberry, and a coconut flavored syrup. It looks like a sunset.
It looks like a sunset.
So is it Dole Whip with the tri-flavored syrup on it? I see. The syrup is watermelon, strawberry, coconut flavored.
Yes.
Yeah, I see.
It looks awesome. We haven't, anytime I go, I just get the regular one with my rum. But I have not.
And I think you can add rum to this one.
I think you can.
Yeah.
Maybe I'll do that one next time. But yeah, this one looked absolutely delicious. And again, it can only be you can only buy or get it at Animal Kingdom as well.
Yeah. So take a picture, put it on Instagram because it's very Instagram pretty. That one's going to be $5.99. So it's a good snack whether you have it alcoholic or not. It's a good alternative to the regular Dole Whip that we all know and love from the Magic Kingdom. So
Africa has a lot of food in Animal Kingdom. They also have that little snack shop that's over there that you can get almost, it's more like almost a mini confectionery in Africa. Mm-hmm. It has so many different of the cookies and cupcakes that are not normally in the parks other than at the confectionery in Magic Kingdom.
Right next to Tamu?
It's right next to
almost
it.
Attached.
Yeah. It's right next to it. It's just, they have some awesome stuff in there. Their cookies, their cupcakes, they're all completely different.
Giant Mickey cookies.
It's just kind of a hidden one in there that you can pick up. Logan and I lots of times would just pick up the cupcakes and cookies from Animal Kingdom because they had such a big selection.
I feel like hidden is the word of the day when you're talking about Animal Kingdom because, you can really easily overlook it as a half-day park. I've said it before, but here's just another example of that little, but I don't even know what it's called, that little confectionery next to Tamu. If you just
go there,
stop and smell the roses, you find so many cool little stuff that I've never waited in line in there, I don't think.
No, I think maybe we waited there was maybe one person in front of us, but we usually grab there. And then if you keep walking on your left-hand side is a cute little quiet area that we've always sat down and ate there. They just have some really cool ones. I know the Dole Whip cookies and Dole Whip cupcakes are still being sold there right now.
Mm-hmm. It's a great little place to stop on your way out too, to grab stuff for later because they'll package everything up all cute and they travel well. And
I have stopped and gotten cookies to bring to my children. I mean, they travel well unless you put them in a stuffed bag and break them. That's easy to do.
Still taste good.
But
I was going to say my Dole Whip cookies made it home pretty well. One Mickey ear came off, but it's fine. It was fine.
Try to tell your 3-year-old it tastes the same though.
I did, in fairness, I did give Logan the non-broken one.
Right, of course. I know.
The older kids, it's fine.
Exactly. But yeah, I love that little spot. But then on the other end of the park, over in Dino Land, there's Dinobite Snacks where you can get the 50th celebration ice cream sandwich for a limited time, which sounds amazing. I have not yet tried this ice cream sandwich with between double chocolate chip cookies, homemade double chocolate chip cookies with celebration sprinkles. Yes, please. That sounds good.
I love a double chocolate chip cookie.
Does that mean like chocolate chip? Like a chocolate cookie with chocolate
like a chocolate chip.
Oh, yes.
A chocolate cookie with chocolate chips in it with vanilla ice cream sandwich in between.
I would say the best part is this is right across from the Boneyard.
Oh,
one, it's a bribe to get your kids out of Boneyard. Or two, go play in the Boneyard. Mommy's going to eat an ice cream sandwich.
How well does that work?
however you want to do. You know what? The Boneyard is a disaster. To be fair, it is a play area. It is all enclosed, so your kids can't get out. As long as you stand by the entrance and exit, they can't exit anywhere else. Mm-hmm. Now, it's not the best parenting advice.
Why not?
We just let our kids go.
We never claimed to be a parenting podcast.
I have no idea where Logan is. He is at some point in this vicinity, but he didn't leave. I know he didn't leave.
What are you going to do in there? Helicopter?
Yeah, it's no, I tell them no bridge. And other than that, it's a big facility, but regardless, you get ice cream. So if you're a mom like me, just stand by the exit with your ice cream sandwich and it'll be fine.
Okay.
It'll be fine.
I believe you.
Yeah.
For more parenting tips, tune in
I don't
next
make it
Wednesday.
over to Dino Land much because
No, there's nothing
I-
else really there anymore, right? Because they got rid of that one ride, the Primeval Whirl, or right, and then
They
the
have
other one there.
Triceratops Swirl, which they
yeah,
love.
I'm not into that.
And then Dinosaur the Ride, which is okay, but you can hit that like sort of without actually ever
Yeah,
even
you don't-
really getting into Dino
That's the
Land.
thing. That's what I'm saying. I don't
Yeah.
really go into Dino Land much
Yeah.
anymore. So I
Yeah.
might have to, though, because I am a sucker for a double chocolate chip cookie. So this sounds really, really good. I don't do a lot of sweets. I would rather spend my day eating all the savory stuff here.
Yeah,
But-
well, I'm a sucker for anything buffalo chicken, as you know.
Yeah.
So not
This one I
far.
thought of you totally.
Absolutely. And I love the name of it. It's Trilobites buffalo chicken chips. Like, I think that's so cute because it's a Dinobites, a Trilobite. It's so cute. But it's homemade, house-made potato chips, which are always delicious. Covered with buffalo chicken and green onions and all that good stuff. And, you know, since I'm still whining about not getting the tachos at Toy Story yet or the buffalo chicken tater tots at Friar's Nook, I'm going to try these next time I can.
Right?
I'm a sucker for
I
buffalo.
thought I saw that and I'm like, oh.
I will say this one has a line pretty consistently.
This one is a hidden gem. People talk about it and have feelings about it on the blogs.
I never knew about this.
They have a lot of feelings towards it, and it can get very, very busy because I've gone by it a few times. I'm like, oh, that's right, they have the buffalo chicken, and then I see the line. I'm like, next time, and I keep walking. But the line can get long over there. And they do have other food options in Dino Land. They do have a huge quick service location backed by Dinosaur.
They do.
And another counter like kiosk service right next to it. So they do have a good amount of food over there.
A lot of it is very much your like theme park food. It's the burgers and the hot dogs and the chicken fingers and stuff like that. So for us who were looking for different off the beaten trail kind of things and bites, this one though, I would definitely make my way into Dino Land to try that one.
Both of these things are worth the trip to Dino Land, to be perfectly honest. They sound so good.
We might have to do Animal Kingdom differently next time, girls.
I know.
We'll still be at the Nomad Lounge.
I'm looking at, I know. The Nomad Lounge.
Can we bring them in our purse?
But I'm looking at the menu for Dinobite snacks, and it's all ice cream. I mean, so good.
Yes.
Yeah.
Old-fashioned hot fudge sundae. Yes, please.
All right. Do we have a Mouska tip?
Do we have a Mouska tip? Of course we have a Mouska tip, and that is come hungry to this theme park. You can snack your way around the park, whether you have littles and want to snack in Dino Land with all that good stuff, whether you don't have littles. But if you need to bribe them with an ice cream sandwich, that works too. Just come hungry. Grab some shareable items from Flame Tree Barbecue. We love the snacks and the beverages at Nomad Lounge. Make a reservation at Yak and Yeti. And just order the appetizers and the drinks. It's a great way to try as many of these amazing items as possible. Can't talk today. Bottom line, though, come hungry.
All right, Mouska friends, there you have it. We hope we've left you craving some delicious Animal Kingdom treats. And now that you know what to eat and where to find these treats, we welcome you to join our community conversations on Facebook at Mouska Moms Podcast to dive deeper into all things Disney and Disney planning. Stay tuned for next week's episode where we will chat about the best ways to experience the animals at Animal Kingdom Theme Park. Be sure to follow our show so that you receive notifications when new content is released and you never miss an episode. And please consider writing us a review as well. We would greatly appreciate it.